Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Amber, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be starting a Mario Badescu skincare routine. This was brought on by the state of my skin right now, which is not great. I don't know what to do with it at this point because it's a hot mess. But I also at this point don't really have a solid skincare routine. Enter Mario Badescu. You may have seen in my what I got for Christmas 2019 video that my friend Emma got me this whole Mario Badescu skincare starter kit, which is like, I cannot even. First of all, Mario Badescu is like bougie as hell. I do know that Emma specifically like looked into it and made sure that it was a cruelty-free company because she knows that I only use cruelty-free products. This kind of skincare starter kit I think will run you about 30 bucks. I am going to be following my journey of using the skincare routine. Before you want to start any like specific skincare routine, you do want to kind of find out what type of skin you have and aim for products that are more geared towards your skin type. I am not exactly sure what my skin type is. It is definitely more combination because it's not any one specific type, but whether it's more combination like dry running or oily running, I haven't been able to figure out because like sometimes like patches of my skin will be super dry, and then sometimes it'll be like hella oily, like I just glisten like oil. It's disgusting. And I was talking to Emma about it, and Emma's like very big into skincare. We kind of came to the conclusion that maybe I had like I definitely have combo skin, but maybe I have combo skin that runs more dry, and that's why certain areas of my face seem to get so oily, is because it's overproducing oil to try and combat the dryness. So that's kind of the hypothesis that we came up with. We will see how well this works for my skin. Hopefully it does. This is the Combo Dry Regimen Kit that is designed to nourish, balance, and rejuvenate. Included in your kit, you get step 1, which is the seaweed cleansing soap. Cleanse the skin using our fresh, creamy face wash enriched with marine extracts and real seaweed grains. Step 2 is the seaweed cleansing lotion. Rejuvenate and refresh. Our mineral-rich toner is enhanced with witch hazel to thoroughly remove surface impurities without over-drying skin. Step 3, the Hydro Moisturizer with vitamin C. Restore radiance and clarity to dull, tired skin. 2 times a week, you want to do the Enzyme Revitalizing Mask. Boost glow and rehydrate parched skin to reveal a brighter, more youthful looking complexion. And then there is a bonus hyaluronic eye cream. Effectively hydrate and smooth under eyes with our best-selling formula. It looks like it is a 2 times a day kit. So pretty much every morning and evening, every day, I'm going to be doing the seaweed cleansing soap, the seaweed cleansing lotion, the Hydro Moisturizer with vitamin C, and the hyaluronic eye cream. Every 2 days, I will end up doing the Enzyme Revitalizing Mask. I've been using the Mario Badescu kit for 2 weeks now. Well, I have not been vlogging my experience. I have been making notes. Day 1, my skin was absolutely drowning in moisture. My skin was just so oily, visibly looked like I was just greasy and gross, to the point where like I even needed to take a tissue to wipe off some of the oil. Day 2, I woke up and my skin did admittedly feel hella smooth, but it was also kind of sticky. In hindsight, like as I have done the product, I realized the sticky feeling is from the hyaluronic acid eye cream. That definitely, I feel like, makes your skin the most oily and the most sticky. I do feel like it has definitely tightened my under eye area, but it is not something that I would recommend doing during the mornings. Like, that is definitely something you do before bed and then you wash your face in the morning to get all of the residue off. My skin was much less oily on day 2, but that was also, I feel like, because I used a significant amount less of the moisturizer, and that was a balance that I've had to find as I have gone through the routine. Also, like, as the days progressed, for the first couple days at least, my face would get more and more oily as the day would go on. Day 3, I woke up and again, my skin smooth as hell and my face was less oily than the previous 2 mornings. My skin is already, after just 2 weeks of doing it, significantly better than when it started. And I definitely noticed the difference quickly, like literally, like I started noticing day 3. But it was also at this point that I was noting just how much effort it is to have a full skincare routine. This isn't even like a full skincare routine. This is kind of like the base of what you should do. But some people like have way more steps. Like some people have 10, 12, 20 step skincare routines. And I don't know how people do it. It is so time consuming. And I'm someone who like mostly works from home and like I don't leave the house most days. So I have that time and I still struggled to find time to do this twice a day. So I have no idea how people manage to find the time. Like if you have full-time jobs or even just part-time jobs or go to school or do any, like have lives, I don't understand how people do it. Still, like on the day 3, by this point, I had noticed there was less redness in my face. I did, by that point, had already started noticing a little bit of tightening under the eyes, and all of the pimples and acne that I had on the first day when I filmed the intro of this video had gone down, and I hadn't really had any like new ones pop up yet. Day 4 was my first mistake. Because so far I had been doing the routine twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. And day 4, I was still pet sitting, but that was the day that the house owners were like going to be coming home. So I decided to skip the morning application because I didn't want to look like a greasy little gremlin who had been living in their house for 4 days. Waking up that day, my skin was the least oily it had been so far. By that point, I had like found the rhythm of a decent amount of moisturizer to use to like not completely turn my pores into swimming pools. My skin had continued to feel a little bit softer to the touch. And at that point, like I had been making a huge effort to not touch my face so much and to not pick at any blemishes that I've had, to try and give this like a fighting chance. Like I don't want any outside factors to affect the results of using the skincare kit. For the most part, throughout the whole experience, like I haven't had any new acne, like a bunch of acne come up. Like I haven't had any breakouts. I have had like a pimple here and there, and that's, you know, to be expected. I don't think any skincare routine will magically make all of my acne go away, but it has definitely cleared up my face significantly so far. Once I finally like got back home, like my mom did comment that there were noticeably less red spots on my face, which I had also noticed. So it was really reassuring, like finally seeing another person, like human being for the first time on being the skincare routine and having them verify that like, yes, there is a difference. However, the moisturizer in the kit straight up smells like special effects cream makeup. And like not the higher end makeup, like the cheap makeup that you get for $1 at Party City. That's what the moisturizer smells like. So being someone who does have a lot of history with special effects makeup, putting that on my face is definitely a little jolting because it feels like I'm like, oh, I'm like making my face dirty, when it's like, no, it's clean. Like it's the moisturizer, it's just the smell. But in my head, I'm like, why are you putting makeup on? You just washed your face. And it has been a process to be like, it's not makeup, it just smells like it. Day 5. I don't want to say it was the beginning of the end because it's not the end yet, but Day 5 was when it really started going downhill with me holding myself accountable. At this point, I got sick. I got a horrible, horrible cold, like knocked me out for the count for a hot minute. And so day 5, I literally have in my notes, I didn't do it at all. Whoops, skin still looks banging though, which is pretty much been the mood. Day 6, I was still sick, so I only did it once as opposed to twice. And at this point, I have noticed in the kit that the toner has been like being used a lot faster than any of the other products. So I have like resolved at this point, anytime I do the enzyme mask, I forgo the toner. There have also been like once or twice where I just haven't used it and it's been fine. Because too, when I use the toner, it like immediately makes my face pink. And I don't know if it's because it's irritating my skin and my skin isn't the biggest fan, or if it's like somehow causing blood flow to the skin, or like if it's supposed to be like pink and plumping. Like, I'm not exactly sure why. I just know the second I apply the toner, it turns my skin pink, but only for a short amount of time. Like, once I kind of let it dry and then put the moisturizer on, my skin is fine. I had noticed some of my older uneven skin tone spots, like some of my sunspots and just discoloration on my skin, have started to fade. Not go away completely, but I have noticed them like fading and less. So that has definitely been a plus because that is a huge issue that I have. Day 7, I just completely skipped it again. Day 8, I'm still sick, so I only did the routine once. And I've at this point noticed like I have had tiny little blemishes popping up, but no significant acne, like not any big ol' cystic type acne or anything like that, just tiny little blemishes. And they don't really last like longer than a day. Like they'll come up and then like go back down again. That's very unusual for me and my skin. Usually I'll get acne and it just stays like forever. Day 9 and day 10, I was really bad about it and I skipped those days. It's just hard to do it twice a day. So in my brain, I'm like, okay, I'll only do it once a day. And then in my brain, it's just like, I'll just do it tomorrow. And I'm trying to like fight that. Day 11, I did it only once. And in my notes, I literally said, thank God, felt so nice, because it really did. Like, being able to have your face washed and clean is so nice and refreshing. Day 12, in my notes, I did it that day once. I literally say, it's so weird to look in the mirror and not totally hate my skin. Like, what the f? My skin, like, already has improved so much. Like, if this is all that it improves, I'll be happy, because I don't hate my skin right now. And that is so refreshing to, like, literally be able to look at your skin and be like, wow, it doesn't look awful today. Is so nice. Day 13, again, I did it, but only once. And then day 14, I didn't, and today is day 15. And I did the routine before filming this video, minus the eye cream. So my face isn't super oily right now. I am definitely thinking that that is the main issues with the oil. And then 2, quite frankly, I think doing it twice a day is a little bit overkill for my own personal skin, at least. And that's probably why I had so many issues with oil in the first couple of days. Pretty much this whole past week, I haven't had any issues with oil. So I think from here on out, I will probably just continue doing it the once a day. Hopefully I will be a little bit better about updating. I probably won't be, let's be real. We'll get another update in like 2 weeks. I will have to say I have been significantly worse about staying on top of it and doing it daily, but that's depression for you. So day 16, no. Day 17, yes. Day 18, yes. Day 19, no. Day 20, in my notes, I literally just said, I'm sorry, future me. Day 21, yes. Thank goodness. I was vaguely breaking out and had, you know, a couple different pimples here and there, and was kind of just like, hopefully they'll go down, which obviously they did. I am, thank goodness, not breaking out right now. I do think when I was breaking out was, one, I was being bad about keeping up with the routine, but two, I also think I was on my period, so it's gonna do that too, yeah. My notes for day 22 is literally just and day 23 is Day 24, yes, thank goodness I did the routine. It's hard because the routine so far hasn't seemed to have done anything for my blackheads, like especially around my nose area. Actually, let's be real, I have like my nose, my cheeks, my chin, I just have blackheads everywhere. It's like a major skin issue that I have that I'm noticing even more than I had before, simply because this particular routine has been helping so many of my other issues that now I'm noticing the blackheads more. So I've been picking at my face at that point. It was not good. Day 25, no. Day 26, I've started to have issues. My mom had kept mentioning and commenting that my skin looked like red and blotchy and almost like I was breaking out in hives. And on day 26 was the second time that she had mentioned that. When I thought about it, I'm like, okay, the only other time that she mentioned it was on day 24, which was the last time that I had also done the routine. So in my head, I'm like, is it part of the routine? I was debating and I'm like, okay, am I having like an allergic reaction to some of the routine like skincare products? Since I have such sensitive skin, I specifically like looked into skincare and like, if you're allergic to skincare, like how would you know, like what'll happen and how long it takes, blah, blah, blah. And pretty much everything that I was finding on the internet was just like, oh, you'll tell like your skin will be extra, you know, red and irritated, you know, you might get hives, obviously if it's a severe reaction, but that normally it will happen either almost immediately or within the first week or two.
It like immediately makes my face pink.
So the fact that I had already been doing this for 26 days, which was like, what, 3-ish, a little over 3 weeks, at that point, I'm like, this is such a weird point in time to have an allergic reaction if I was going to have one.
Immediately makes my face pink.
So I was like, maybe it's the product, maybe it's not. So at that point, I decided to start kind of picking and choosing and more Frankensteining the routine a little bit to try and determine what product, if any of them specifically, or if it was just the whole routine, was causing the red blotchiness. And my bet at that point had been the toner.
When I used the toner.
So I played around and Frankensteined the routine a bit from this point on. Day 27, no. Day 28, yes, but I had only used the cleanser and moisturizer and was significantly less blotchy. Day 29, no. Day 30, yes, again, only used the cleanser and the moisturizer. Day 31, yes, just cleanser and moisturizer. 32, no. 33, yes, everything except for the toner. Day 34, just the cleanser and moisturizer. 35, just the cleanser and moisturizer. And then on day 36, I was like, okay, so I think I've eliminated the cleanser and the moisturizer more or less from being the cause of the blotchiness, because like after that point, it just continued to go down and like I wasn't having an issue with it. So on day 36, I decided to just use the toner, like just single it out itself, use the toner, and your girl's skin was blotchy AF.
When I use the toner, it like immediately makes my face pink.
So, definitely like low-key allergic to the particular toner product in the kit. My skin is definitely not happy when I use it, so I have continued using the kit, just everything except for the toner, and have been fine. I'm not sure how my skin feels about the hyaluronic eye cream, because I do notice a little bit of pinkness in my cheeks and around the eye area when I use it. See, it's hard because it's not like super bad, like it's not nearly as bad as the toner was having my skin react, but there was definitely some reaction. So I may, again, play around with that. I need to do a little bit more research and a little bit more isolating of the products to see which of the ones I can continue for more long-term use. At this point now, it's probably around like day 40-ish of being on the routine. I have not washed my face today, but I did yesterday. I wanted to be able to give you guys the results without having like my skin being red or blood, like having any reactions, which I haven't been since I haven't been using the toner. So I've pretty much been okay, but just in case, I wanted to give like a clean slate final skin reveal. I guess. Overall, I would definitely say that I have noticed like a significant improvement in the state of my skin, with the exception of like having the reaction to the toner. But even so, overall, I have noticed a lot less redness and hyperpigmentation in my face. It's definitely not completely gone. Like there's definitely some pigmentation still left over, but less than it was before. I am noticing a significant less amount of breakouts individually, especially with deep under the skin kind of cystic type breakouts. Now, when I do break out, it is just like on the very top of the skin. I'm honestly speechless at how well it actually did work, because not only that too, I feel like overall the kind of tone and texture of my face have improved a little bit. Like it's definitely got a ways to go. It's not perfect, but I definitely think about my skin less than I was before, which is ironic because now I'm doing something for it actively. I mean, not every day, but like I try to every day. I feel like I'm focusing on my skin as being an issue less and just existing and having my skin, which is nice because like nobody wants to hyperfixate on anything. And I have a really bad habit of like way hyperfixating on things that I perceive to be like flaws or that I want to improve. So hence like I try and improve things. But it is really, really nice that I've had to worry about it a lot less. Overall, it's a lot smoother than it had been before. I felt like before I started this routine that my skin was very, very textured, and the fact that I wouldn't always be broken out, but I would have a lot of bumps and like texture on my skin, whereas now I feel like overall it is significantly smoother. The redness and the spots have gone down, the breakouts have gone down. I was very, very surprised at how well it actually improved and affected my acne, considering that this particular kit wasn't one of the acne specified kits. It was just a general for the combo / dry skin, which I do want to address. Like after the first 2 weeks of having the issues with the overproduction of oil and like feeling like my face was kind of greasy, I definitely have not been having those problems. My skin finally got used to the routine and has been properly kind of, I feel like, retaining and holding the moisture that I am putting on it. I haven't noticed my skin being like super dry or anything or super oily. So I think the hypothesis, words. I feel like the hypothesis that I had combo to dry skin was the right way to go. I'm honestly like, I cannot tell you guys how beyond thrilled I am at how well this worked. I am definitely going to continue using at least the cleanser and the moisturizer, at least until they run out. I do still have a decent amount of all the product left. I probably have like a quarter to a half of all of the bottles left. So I definitely could have continued this whole experience vlog, but I kind of just wanted to wrap this up and not have the pressure of like, oh, I need to film, oh, I need to make notes, I need to blah, 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 blah. I will definitely end up having to add and take away and like switch up the routine simply to find like a new toner. I'm definitely not mad at just having the cleanser and the moisturizer. So far that seems to be really good for my skin. Definitely better than the like not really doing anything that I was doing before. I'd say that the price evens out with how much it helps your skin and with the amount of product that you get. Not mad at the cleanser, the toner, not totally mad at the moisturizer, not mad at the enzyme mask and the hyaluronic eye cream. I do definitely notice like a difference in the elasticity of like this area of my face where it is applied. I mean, I didn't think I had a particular issue with like wrinkles or fine lines or anything like that before, but I have definitely noticed like tightening of that area of the face. I've had a decent experience with the Mario Badescu, but if you can't afford that, obviously just skincare in general, invest in, even if it's cheaper products, like still just invest in your skin, in the time to like do things for your skin. If anybody is interested in me trying any other specific types of skincare, makeup, beauty products, etc., please leave me a comment, as well as like this video and subscribe to my channel, as it helps my channel out huge. Also, let me know in the comments below if any of you guys were able to notice a difference in my skin, because obviously like I am able to see my skin every day, so I have more of an intimate relationship with my face, whereas I want to know how obvious it was like on camera, you know, with the before and the after. Could you guys actually tell a difference? Could you not really? Am I crazy for thinking my skin's significantly better than it was? Let me know in the comments below. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a blast hanging out with y'all. Peace.